There is this turbulent storm of brewing and going down on Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
So we got to talk some Scandoval first.
Yeah.
You know.
We figured.
We got to spill the tea this morning.
This is a full-blown love affair.
I wish we both would have tried harder.
You don't deserve one tear of mine.
Where were you when you first heard about the news breaking with Scandoval? How did you find out?
My buddy actually texted me.
Jason called
Yeah, my
you.
buddy Jason texted me. He's like, hey, you were right all along. And that's all he texted me. He's like, you were right all along. I
Did you
woke
have
up.
any idea what that
And
meant?
I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking? I thought he was mad at me. I was like, did I do something wrong? So I texted him. He's like, no, did you see you wake up this morning? You read anything? Go on any tabloid or whatever? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
I hadn't
As soon
been
as
on my phone
we
yet.
literally just woke up and
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm like, we both looked at each other. I'd be like, are you reading this? Are you seeing this? And then it just went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
So you
We were in our living room.
We were in
you were
our
in your living room
Yes.
when Scandoval.
Yeah, and like the day before, we were actually at the aquarium. I just got a message from Andy. He's like, "Hey, do you want to come on Watch What Happens Live?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then this happened, and then he's like, "We're gonna move you just because we don't want to be the first ones to be on Watch What Happens Live right after this whole thing broke out."
Yeah.
So then things started just coming one after another after that.
Yeah.
It was just like
more and more
yeah,
details
more,
coming
yeah.
out.
Wow. So when your buddy said you were right all along, you predicted this?
I mean, I don't want to say I predicted it, but I predicted it.
Okay, how so, Jack?
I'm just not surprised. I'll just leave it at that.
I think it's surprising that it was them two for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, he's done this before.
I just thought
and
they were
nobody
like good
believed me,
friends.
So
Yeah.
this is not his first
he's
time
meaning
down this.
because on the show, like he brought up this like Miami girl thing, but this is before my time.
Yeah.
And nobody believed him
He's had
that
other
he
affairs
had
before.
cheated with this girl from Miami. So that's what he's saying. Like
So everyone's like, you were right, you were right.
that's why
you
they're
were
like, you were
Nobody-
right.
I mean,
Yeah, because nobody would believe him
Nobody
before.
was believing me. I'm like, everybody. See, here's the thing. When I was on the show, everybody would hide behind me. Like that was just.
You were the.
I was the villain.
But Jax, you also brought it upon yourself on
I'm
many
not,
of
I'm
occasions.
not trying to justify it at all.
Yeah.
I was, but everybody could kind of slide through and get away with things. Now can't hide behind me anymore. So now all the demons are coming to the surface.
Well, and some of your own demons are coming to the surface too, because now people are making the comparison to what happened between you and Kristen Dodi years ago. Do you think that's a fair comparison?
No, because he was cheating on her at the time, and I wasn't. I was single.
And
Yeah,
plus, it was
but
so long.
yeah,
ago,
and
too.
also he's been with Ariana for like
Yes,
almost
through-
10 years, and best friends with Raquel. So it's like a huge.
This is like a whole-on relationship. This isn't just I hooked up with somebody and I'm sorry and go back. This is a relationship. There's lack of empathy there. That's what bothers me with him. And the premeditation of it all. That's the scary part. Like this has been going on. This was like to me, I'm not justifying it all, like I said, but when you hook up with somebody, like a hookup and then you get mad, like, oh, why did I do that? And then this has been going on and they share a house together, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes in. I mean, this is gonna get messy before it gets better.
Yeah.
I think it's already messy.
sad,
Yeah.
It is explosive.
It's a very messy situation.
And have you
yeah.
seen the mid-season trailer? That was explosive.
I'm sure.
I mean,
Because they picked right back up after all this happened. I mean, of course. Like,
is-
you have to, you
yeah,
know?
I mean, it is absolutely explosive.
You want anything?
For you to die.
She is just feeling like, I can only imagine how angry she is.
Yeah.
Can only imagine.
She
Scandoval
deserves though
per
to
se.
have fun right now. Like she needs to. I know it's upsetting of her, but I feel like this is going to be her breakout. You know,
Yeah.
like she's gonna
shine.
move on from this, get rid of this situation she has with him, and move on and shine and be who she truly probably wants to be.
Yeah.
But where does the group go from here? Can Sandoval and Raquel still be on the show?
I have no idea how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
I mean, and like Sheena, I know she feels like she's lost two of her best friends because like Sandoval and Raquel were so close to her. So now she's lost two of her closest friends. So
I think Sandoval kind of
it's a shift, that's for sure.
never had control of Ariana. She's a very strong, independent woman,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like he couldn't control her, and he can control Raquel very easily. She's very easily manipulated, and she's the definition of codependency.
She saw the both of you at the Abbey together.
You don't know what's going on between us.
I don't regret our relationship.
So after you learned of the news, who's the first person you called or texted?
I texted Sheena and Lala first thing, and we have a group chat, and I was like, is this true? And they just wrote back, yes, like all cap. And then I was like, oh my God, how is Ariana? Because having to go through this so publicly is so mortifying. Like, not to compare things again, but like having to live this publicly and then like being so embarrassed by it and like having to go through it, like I just feel so bad for Ariana having to go through this so publicly.
Have you talked to Ariana?
I've checked in on Ariana a couple times. I haven't got to see her yet, but definitely checked in on her and, just trying to be there for her as much as I can.
Yeah.
I know that she hasn't been alone for a second, so that's
a good thing.
Yeah,
You need-
exactly.
You need your team.
Yeah, I think she's just super shocked and, I mean, it's just terrible.
And she I guess she said out of all the guys, I'm the only one that's checked in with her. Me, out of all people.
Really?
And she was like shocked. She's like, Jax Taylor is the only guy who reached in, who checked up on me.
Not even Schwartz?
No, neither of them did.
Schwartz probably feels
Schwartz
guilty.
had her as a best man at his wedding.
Yeah, a groomsman, yeah.
Groomsman.
Unbelievable. Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you talked to Sandoval? Have you talked to Raquel?
I talked to Schwartz. Last time I saw Sandoval was what, Labor Day? Was that the party that we were at?
Yeah, I
Orange
think so,
County. Last
yeah.
time I saw him was at Labor Day. We were at an event in Orange County, which is a couple-hour drive from our house, and he was there with Raquel.
Yeah.
Which didn't make sense at the
It was
time.
a party. There was a bunch of people there, but we just keep like everyone else in the
Things
world.
are starting to add
We're
up.
starting to be like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. Like, I just didn't think of it at the time, but now looking back, and it was just kind of like, oh, I didn't think about it.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What message would you have for Sandoval in the midst of all of this drama that's going on right now?
We all make mistakes in life. God knows I've made my fair share. I would just try to be a little humble. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's gone to his head a little bit. The 9-person cover band and the little bar in a strip mall, like that's getting to his head a little bit. He's got to come down to earth and realize what he's done. Again, coming from me, it doesn't mean a lot, but look at Ariana. She stood by you. Whether you guys are right for each other or not, she stood by you for how many years? She's put up with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen what's going on behind closed doors, what people don't see. She's put up with a lot. He is not the easiest person to be around. It's just one of those things, just keep your mouth shut and just do as you're told. Like, that's probably the best. Keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Are you
That
wishing
works
that
for
he
me.
would have taken his own advice maybe back in the day a little
Like, you
bit?
learn
I
from
think
your
that's why.
mistakes.
Yeah, he's been there before. So
I've been there, and I've come a long way since that time of my life. I'm
Yeah.
such a different person now, so I can reflect a little bit and be like, man, I wish I would have done that. So yeah, my best advice is when I was down where he is right now, I've been to where he is. It's the awful, awful place, and it's just you gotta weather this storm and just
learn from it.
Learn from it. You gotta learn from it, and just show some empathy though. You just gotta show. There's no apology like at all, and at most she probably wouldn't
He
have
has done
accepted
an
it anyway.
apology now, but
now it's how long though? For how
Yeah.
many days
he
past?
should have said it from the start.
That's
and-
person number one.
Yes,
You need to apologize.
exactly.
And
Not
don't have a
to
PR
your
person.
patrons
Exactly.
or the fans.
Yes.
You
to
should
your
have
homeowners.
picked up the phone and called her, not had some crisis PR team write up some statement and put it on social media. We all know he didn't write that. So you got to put that aside for a minute, put the show aside, and take her feelings into. That's what I would have done.
So would
Especially
you guys
Brittany.
come back to the show? Do you want to get back into the mix of the show now that this is all a brewing?
I don't know what we're allowed to say here, but
Are we going to see you this season?
Oh no.
No. But we have things that are coming arise. I don't know what we're allowed to talk. They're
That's okay.
working on it. We're working
Okay.
on situations.
Yeah.
Ideally,
but
what
we
I'd like
would,
to have is the parents kind of on. I'm sorry, I don't mean talking about the parents on one, and that's what I want to think too. But I don't know. It's all being worked out. It's just so. This is causing a lot right now, so they're kind of waiting to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would come back. Yes, to answer your question, yes.
So you would come back to Vanderpump Rules, but I feel like you guys want to get back into the mix of reality television.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's safe to say that you would like to go back into reality television.
We're gonna tread lightly when we do it, definitely. But yeah, we're eager to get back.
It was reported that you shot a show, House of Villains, with Eve.
Yeah.
Is that true? How'd that go? Not yet? Well, you did it. You shot it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So when are we expecting to see it?
I don't know.
Soon.
They don't tell me.
Okay. So you will be a part of House of Villains.
He will
Okay.
definitely be back on TV.
All right. What do you miss most about being on reality television? It sounds like you're going to be able to scratch that itch soon, but what have you missed about being on it?
The good times, like
Just going to traveling, coming to New York and
Yeah.
doing stuff like this. Like
Yeah.
this stuff I took for granted for 10 years. And
Yeah.
I would complain and bitch about it, but I was like, I miss doing this.
we had a lot of hard times on the show, but we also got married. Like we had some really amazing moments. So
Yeah, our life was all shared on TV.
Yeah.
All of our, intimate
so all that
moments.
was really fun. I do miss those times.
You guys are teaming up to do a podcast together. So how did this come about? Some folks will say, wait, the timing is a little suspect because are they writing the Scandoval wave
Oh
of it
Lord,
all?
no! It's been in the works for like a whole year. So yeah, we teamed up with PodcastOne, and yeah, just getting everything together. And we knew it was going to come out March 28th. Is going to be our first episode, and this just happened to get like crazy and like all the media attention and everything from it.
We're gonna have guests on. We're gonna talk parenting. We're gonna talk obviously being on reality TV.
Some behind-the-scenes stuff.
I want to talk to other villains on reality TV. We just talk about a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of everything and make it
Before we met, after we met, how
clear
we
up
met.
a lot
Well,
of stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about reality TV.
Yeah. Some, like,
What's real,
secret
what's not,
things.
secret stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.